Learn songs with KTV 老师。
Hey! Hi, girls and boys. I am KTV 老师, and welcome to my room. It's nice to see you. Girls and boys, do you know who this is? What kind of animal is this? Do you know? Well, let's take a look. She has one wing and two wings. She's got 2 feet with claws and 2 eyes and a beak. Girls and boys, what kind of animal is this? Well, it's a bird, and it's a special kind of bird called an owl. You say owl. That's right. Girls and boys, do you know where owls live? They live in the forest. That's right. They live in the forest. And you know what? There's another word for forest called woods. And today, our song is going to be about the woods where Miss Owl lives. Shall we sing together? Let's go. Come with me. All right, girls and boys, here's the song. Now remember when you're watching to listen carefully and to watch carefully. Here we go. Little cabin in the woods, little man by the window stood, little rabbit hopping by, knocking on his door. Help me, help me, help, he said, before the hunter pops my head. Little rabbit, come inside, safely you may hide. Itty bitty cabin in the woods, itty bitty man by the window stood, itty bitty rabbit hopping by, knocking on his door. Help me, help me, help, he said, before the hunter pops my head. Itty bitty rabbit, come inside, safely you may hide. Great big cabin in the woods, great big man by the window stood, great big rabbit hopping by, knocking on his door. Help me, help, he said, before the hunter pops my head. Great big rabbit, come inside, safely you may hide. Mwah! Okay, so now we've heard the song. Now let's learn the moves. Now, this song is about a cabin in the woods. Do you know what a cabin is? A cabin is a small house made of wood that's usually in a forest. So we can say, little cabin in the woods, to make the shape of the cabin. The next part is talking about the man who lives in the cabin, and he is looking out the window with some binoculars. Binoculars are things we can use to see things far away. So we sing, little man by the window stood. And what does he see? Well, he sees a rabbit. Little rabbit hopping by. And the little rabbit wants to find someplace safe, so he knocks on the door. Knocking on the door. Knock means hit a door with your fist. Now, why does he need a place safe? Because a hunter is hunting him, and he needs to run away. So he sings, help me, help me, help, he said. And when we sing help me, we're going to make our 2 rabbit ears and go up like this, okay? And then he says, before the hunter bops my head. Bop means to hit softly. So he doesn't want the hunter to bop his head. So he says, before the hunter bops my head. What does the man in the cabin say? He says, little rabbit, come inside. Safely you may hide. And he pets the rabbit and says he can hide safely. What is hide? Well, hide means to stay away from something that is scary or somebody that is scary. Now, in this song, we have 3 different ways to sing it. The first time we sing, little cabin in the woods. The next time we are going to sing is itty bitty. So itty bitty means super, 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 super small. So when we sing that, we're going to do the same moves, but they will be super small, right? Itty bitty cabin in the woods, itty bitty man by the window stood, itty bitty rabbit hopping by, knocking on his door. That's right. And then the third time we sing it, it's going to be a great big cabin, right? So we have to make everything great big, really super, super, super big. Great big cabin in the woods, great big man by the window stood, great big rabbit hopping by, knocking on his door. So, can you sing all of that together? Why don't you go back and practice with me again? Let's do it! Girls and boys, did you learn all the moves? Then it's time to sing along with me. Now, I'm going to sing with my ukulele. And you are going to sing with me and do the moves. Are you ready? Here we go. Little cabin in the woods, little man by the window stood, little rabbit hopping by, knocking on his door. Help me, help me, help, he said, before the hunter bops my head. Little rabbit, come inside, safely you may hide. Itty bitty cabin in the woods, itty bitty man by the window stood, itty bitty rabbit hopping by, knocking on his door. Help me, help me, help, he said, before the hunter bops my head. Itty bitty rabbit, come inside, safely you may hide.
Great big cabin in the woods, great big man by the window stood, great big rabbit hopping by, knocking on his door. Help me, help me, help, he said, before the hunter bops my head. Great big rabbit, come inside, safely you may hide. Mwah!
Well, Miss Owl, did you have fun singing and dancing and playing with us today? That's great. So did I. How about you, girls and boys? Did you have fun too? I hope so, because we're going to be doing a lot of this. And I am so looking forward to seeing you next time to sing and dance and play together again. So, until then, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Do 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 do